I'm speaking to someone who feels like they've got their life together after quite a turbulent time, especially in relationships. I sense that some of you watching this might have been through difficult business partnerships. For some of you, it will be intimate romantic partnerships. But I'm definitely seeing this issue with the workplace, whether it's colleagues, or I do feel like for some of you, it is business partnerships. And you've kind of moved on from this season now. So you're stepping into this new season. I feel like there is a lot of opportunity available. You have learned a lot about yourself, and you're actually really excited about stepping into something that feels more solid and more fun and more powerful and almost a higher status. So this could be a promotion. This could be going off in your own business. This could be being invited somewhere. I'm almost seeing that you're invited into something. Maybe there is travel here. So if this sounds like this could be you, then this message is for you today. As always with these videos, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and always use your discernment. Okay, let's dive in. Now, I did actually pull some cards for you guys. I don't usually do cards, but I did today. And this is the first card that came out. If you can see that, these are homemade cards. And it says, watch the actions. Again, I feel like you've been through a difficult time with business partners, or maybe it's someone that you hired, a company that you worked with. There is some sort of business work relationship here. And I feel like they showed you true colors. I feel like you might have thought that it was a good decision, that they were good to go into business with. For some of you, I think you would have seen the opportunity that they were offering and been very excited about the opportunity. And then you realized that it wasn't what it seemed, or that they weren't integral. There's something about this person that taught you judgment and discernment with people. And I feel like going through that process, some of you might have lost some money in the process. I'm definitely feeling this loss of money, but I think you've now come to this place of really understanding and almost feeling more powerful in your ability to read people, read situations. And this is going to help you when you move forward, because I feel like there's a lot of opportunities that are coming in for you. I do see this connection with the States, whether you're based in America or whether you are traveling to America. It seems like there's some opportunity there for some of you. This will resonate with some of you, maybe not for others, but it does feel like there's some sort of opportunity there. I feel like it almost took you a while to feel like you could start this new beginning. It feels like you've maybe been in this turbulent time. I'm seeing you in a box just being shaken up, like there was confusion, there was not knowing what was real, what wasn't, who was telling the truth, who wasn't. It was kind of like, why are they not understanding me? Why is this person not seeing or hearing what I'm trying to say? There's some sort of block around communication. Again, this will resonate with some of you, maybe not for others, but it does feel like communication, decision, discernment, judgment has been a lesson for you. All of that has been what you've been learning over the last 6 to 12 months. I'm definitely seeing 6 months as a predominant season for you, or prominent season for you. It could be that over the last 6 months, the lessons have turned into wisdom. And this is really where you've started to step into this new season, become this new version of yourself, ready to call in new opportunities. But it does feel like communication is a big thing. I feel like you are a dreamer, you're a visionary, you're an entrepreneur, or you're an entrepreneur. You have like an entrepreneur way of looking at the world and creating something from nothing. That's what I'm seeing. Like you can have an idea and be like, oh, this could be something. So you are someone that alchemizes. You turn ideas into things. You turn insights into wisdom, or nothing into products. Like there's something here. Some of you might be in e-com or products, like a product-based business. I'm being drawn to products. I'm seeing furniture. That might mean something to some of you. But I'm seeing you sell physical products. And I feel like this next season for you feels like it's expansive. It feels like it feels more exponential. So in the past, you might have been more linear, thinking, oh, if I do this, then I could go to stage 2, and then I could go to stage 3, and then I could go to stage 4. This next season for you feels like it's going to be one decision that has an exponential return on that decision. So it feels different. I feel like you're standing tall in yourself. I feel like whoever this business partner was, or whatever it brought up for you, it made you question yourself. But that questioning led you to finding yourself. You've really been able to step into, I am who I am. This is what I want for my life. This is what I believe in. This is what I stand for. This is what I stand against. And I'm going to navigate through life from that and feel strong in it. I feel like you're standing tall. I'm being drawn to your shoulders. This could mean you're standing tall in your shoulders. You have this different sense of posture within yourself that's more powerful. I do also feel for some of you, this could be that you were releasing responsibility that was not yours to carry. Shoulders represent responsibility. You know that saying, oh, he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. What happens when we release the weight? Our shoulders drop, we relax. So it definitely feels like you might have had some shoulder, neck tension. You might have been going to get massages, or you might have just been feeling this tension lately. And it feels like it's because you were carrying stuff that wasn't yours to carry. You were taking on responsibility that wasn't yours. You were maybe taking on too much, and maybe you felt a bit resentful for it. But there is some sort of theme there that you've been through this release. I feel like in the past you were a bit of a risk taker, which is good, but a risk taker without maybe weighing up the options properly before you moved. And I feel like this is where your discernment comes in. You're more discerning now. You have more judgment over your decisions, which is really good. I feel like you're in a place where you feel like the world is your oyster. You are in a very powerful energy of manifestation. You have resources at your fingertips. It feels like reality is malleable to you. It feels like you can really think of something that you want and it just appears, or you feel something and then someone says, oh, I was thinking of you for this opportunity or this idea. Some of you might be a speaker, or you might be a trainer or a mentor. I'm seeing you getting gigs, but it feels like it's more like speaking gigs or something with your voice, but it's something where you're leading people. It feels like it's something where you're leading people, training people, mentoring people, coaching people. Maybe you're a manager, but I do see that you're signing new contracts. So what is that? Is this a new job, new client, new experience? I do feel like some of those watching are in corporate positions or in a corporate job where there is a promotion, there is a new contract being signed. Maybe you're relocating. So you're working for the same company, but relocating overseas. I keep seeing this relocation. Or maybe you're actually leaving your current company and starting a job in a new company, but it feels like a fresh start. And it does feel, this is one of the cards that I pulled before we jumped on, social status. And it says here, you will reach the heights of fame and society. So I feel like you are moving up in the world, or people are going to see you in a higher status position. I do feel like a lot of those watching are leaders or managers, and this promotion is positioning you to be heard and seen in a higher honor, in a more respectable honor. You also feel like you're wanting to master something. Maybe this is the job, maybe this is a new skill that you can apply to the job. So maybe for some of you, this is personal development and you're like, I really want to master myself so I can show up as my best in this position, in this job, to be a leader, to be a role model. You like to be a role model. That's coming through quite strong, actually. I feel like you're someone where you like to give advice to people or guidance to people. You like it when people ask for your opinion, when they ask you to help them with something. And I feel like you're good at doing that because you're good at seeing what other people can't see. It's almost like you're very good at seeing that higher perspective. But sometimes that's where your optimism in the past has got you into trouble, because you're very optimistic at seeing the big picture without maybe going through the details or the fine print. Whereas now you are doing that. For some of you, you might actually have got someone to look through the details for you. This could be a team member, this could be an assistant, this could be a partner. I feel like you've realized what your strength is at being bigger picture, optimistic, visionary, and you're actually bringing someone in to help you with the details, to make sure that the I's are dotted, T's are crossed, and you can move forward with less of a gambling mentality. Because obviously risk-taking is important. You need it for success. You can't be successful without taking risks. But I feel like you're actually taking risks from a place of discernment now, rather than just jumping into things. And you are going to be someone that people look up to and someone of honor. And what you've been through in this last season of your life has actually helped you become a stronger role model for other people. Because what you've been through, you can turn that into wisdom. I really see you being an alchemist. That term will resonate with some of you. It won't resonate with others. But it's this energy of turning lessons into wisdom and then teaching, or turning idea into something and selling it. Like, it feels like you're very good at alchemy, like bringing something from nothing but also in your own life, reflecting on what you've been through and speaking about it, sharing about it. Some of you might be writing books, or you want to write a book one day. I feel like I'm seeing publisher, I'm seeing agent. You might be sought out for this, or this could be self-published, but I do feel like it might be something in the next couple of years that you actually get sought after. So someone approaches you, a publisher approaches you, an agent approaches you. And I think what's important is that you get in the right circles. I feel like you're someone, when you're in the right room, the opportunities open for you, the doors open for you. So what I want you to know today is that there is a message here to get into the right rooms. Now that you can read people better, you have better discernment and judgment over people and partners and potential opportunities. This is a really good chance for you to get in the rooms with new people. Again, I see you traveling or going somewhere new, being in new experiences, being around new groups, new communities. For some of you, this could be joining entrepreneur communities, work communities, maybe co-working spaces, going to events. There is something here around you being in new rooms of people, and doors will open, because once you're in front of people, they vibe with you, they trust you. Like, you've got this energy of trust and integrity where they can be like, I want to do something with you. Like, I want to collaborate with you, connect with you, introduce you to someone. So I do feel like community and connection is going to be a big catalyst for you. I'm seeing this catalytic energy. You get into the right rooms and it just goes, everyone's like, oh, I'll introduce you to this person and this person and this person. And you're kind of like, whoa, that's that exponential effect we're talking about. You're stepping into an exponential effect. I've also got here the card of impeccability. Impeccability. This is mastering your craft. You're doing things better than you've ever done them before. And I want you to really embrace this in your next season, because I want you to focus on mastering what your craft is, what your skill is, because when you do that, I feel like, again, I keep seeing doors open. I keep seeing doors open. You're very good at what you do. And you know this. You know that you're highly capable. You're very good at what you do. You've just made decisions that have taken you off path in the past. That changes now because you have a different perspective. You've reconnected with your essence. You've reconnected with your essence. You've reconnected with your truth of what you're really good at. And you've reconnected with how you want to do things. I feel like in the past, you've had this nudge to do something your way, and then maybe you've been told, no, don't do it that way. You've got to do it this other way, or you've got to stick to the rules or something like that. And I don't see you as someone who likes sticking to someone else's rules. You like rules, you like structure, you like discipline, you like order, but you like them to be your rules. And I feel like that's actually, if you keep trusting that and following your own path in the way that you do it, your innovation, your insights, the way that you do things is what lands you opportunities. That's what I feel. So it's important not to do things the way that other people tell you, but to create, it's almost like I see you creating your own market or your own category, or you do something in a way that is very innovative. It is very breakthrough in your market, and people are like, whoa, this catches my attention. I definitely see business partnership and collaboration is a big thing for you. So keep the focus on connection, collaboration, partnership. Always use the discernment though. Contracts are being signed. There's this energy, I feel, that you're like, oh, I've wanted to do this for a long time and I'm finally doing it. You finally landed in the thing that you've wanted to do for a long time. And I'm seeing this thrilling energy. It's almost like whether you're a thrill seeker or whether this opportunity or this season of your life is giving you this thrilling energy, it's like you're reinvigorated. I'm randomly seeing a bath. For some of you, maybe some of your best ideas come through in the bath. Maybe some of you just like baths. However this resonates with you, but that's coming through. I'm also seeing a dog, a puppy. Maybe some of you have a dog. Maybe some of you are thinking of getting a dog, but there's some sort of significance there for some of you. I feel like you're seeing things clearly. I feel like you're really seeing things differently, and you have faith. You have faith in yourself now. You questioned yourself. Whatever this business partnership was or this season of difficulty you navigated through, you started to question yourself, but then you found yourself through that process because you weren't actually questioning yourself or your true capability. You were questioning the part of you that you presented to the world, the persona that you presented, the mask that you presented, and you've accessed and been reconnected with a deeper truth, with a deeper expression of self. And so you have this new level of faith and you're like, you know what? I can take on the world. This is definitely giving big entrepreneur energy, business energy, a creative mind, but there's also this sense of, I just keep seeing innovation with structure, innovation with strategy. Like, you know how to execute. You're not just an ideas person. You know how to execute. For some of you, this will be executing through your team, through other people. For others, this will be you know how to execute it yourself. But I do feel like a lot of you, you're in a high position in what it is that you do. And so you do have a team around you helping you to execute this. For some of you, this will be corporate. For some of you, this will be your own business. And we've also got closed door here, if you can see this. I don't know if you can see that because of the light. Closed doors, no good job opportunities. The current job is coming to an end. Start all over again. This is confirmation that you've transitioned. There is new doors opening. Isn't it funny? I kept saying open doors and then we've got closed doors. You have closed doors. Your no's are stronger than they've ever been before. You really understand what to say no to because you understand what you thrive when you say no to certain things. And I feel like this past year is really giving you that awareness of, I now know to say no to this and to say yes to this because I understand how I thrive best. And I feel like the world needs what you have to offer. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're here to bring something into the world that really truly helps people, but not necessarily in a coaching sense or something like that, but it feels like it could be a product or a service or something that is packaged in a particular way that helps people go from A to Z. It's like you help people move and go through a journey. This could be business, this could be, again, products, this could be something, but I keep seeing journey. You take people on a journey from A to B or A to Z, and what you offer helps people do that and quicker than if they didn't have that product or service. I'm also seeing a crown. Could be significant for some of you. Maybe some of you have just found your power in yourself. Some of you have realized what you have to offer. You have value to offer. The crown is the most valuable, well, let's be real. We don't know if it actually is, but the crown is considered or seen as it has been through the ages as being the most valuable family that exists, that runs the world. So you are someone that runs something. You are someone that has authority over decisions, running things, running people, and people can see the value. You've been able to more deeply see and understand your value, and that is going to have an exponential effect on your opportunity. This is a really powerful reading. I like your energy. I feel like you're direct. I feel like you're to the point, very similar to me. So I vibe with this. I vibe with you. If you found this message today, then this is a message for you. Let me know in the comments if anything resonated with you. I always love to hear. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for future messages. If this video you feel is for someone else and you just have that nudge of, I really think this person needs to hear this, this is a message for them, then send it through, follow that nudge, share the love. And yeah, I think this is a really, really powerful reading. I'm excited for you guys. All right, thank you for joining. I will see you next time.